We have Caroline Casey for the camera. So Caroline, how did you get into astrology?
Let's see, I was the youngest person to hang around a very cool salon where we were doing responsible entheogenic research. And reading Joseph Campbell and Carl Jung, and at that point I thought, I never wanted a straight job. And here's this beautiful, beautiful language that is much dissed and undervalued, that it directly correlates personal change, social change, ritual magic. And I thought, this is it. I'm going to go for this. And part of those conundrums going, either it's completely true, this magical way of living, in which case one should live that way, and even if it's not, one should live that way. So let's just do it, and let's jump in and see if it is true, and then, by gods, it is. It does work.
How has astrology impacted your life, both personally, tracking your transits, checking out the cycles, the archetypes, and as a career?
Well, I guess I'd switch all those words around, impacted, too violent. Guided, informed, animated. I work in many different media venues, and on left-wing radio, my show, Visionary Activist Shows on the Pacifica Network, and sometimes they'll say, why did you anchor yourself to astrology? You could do anything, and I go, anchor? No, it's my boat, it's, even for all of us, when we, presume to direct collective attention, it's daunting. Everyone has a certain amount of stage fright, and I think with astrology we got to say, oh no, it's not me, it's this beautiful language seeks a voice through me and many others, and it's like, whew, good. And I think that's for all of us, that there's a, whatever we love, we are its agent, we are its ambassador. We're not seeking fame, but we may be intending influence, which is different. And so astrology, I've always been grateful. At one point I was wondering about whether to be a Jungian analyst, and my dreams made it very clear that once again, no, I'd just be, the bad girl smoking on the steps of the ashram. And that here's this beautiful language of astrology that no matter how much I studied forever, would be an inexhaustible fountain of guidance and wisdom and a complete life. Which by no means makes it inaccessible to anyone, because part of what I've been up to is to make it accessible, saying, everything is real, everything's symbolic. One's birth chart says this is a real map, it's a symbolic map of a symbolic map of the interior community of you. And each planet doesn't cause necessarily, but represents a quality of intelligence and beauty that suffuses the universe. And each of us have a kind of unique relationship to those planetary intelligences about this. We're all part of one large pulsing dream. But for each person, when we speak to these planets, it quickens that in us, like kind of wise animals that might have been ignored or underfed. So we're feeding them right now when we say each person in their psyche has a hero, a dreamer, a trickster, a defier of authority, an authority, and we want to bring all those qualities alive to encourage each to be maximally unique, not special, because that's a toxic celebrity model, but each person who's unique really encourages freedom that each other person be unique. And we send out a call that, at this time of the world's dire beauty, we need everyone's uniqueness. We need the awakened imagination and unique contribution of returning vets and inner city youth and right-wing golfers and